Hello and welcome to the Grange here in beautiful Newtown Township, Pennsylvania, on a nice, cool fall morning for the Baseball University, Pennsylvania. We'll kind of call it the Fall Showcase. BFA Sports, I'm Al Fisher, along with my brother from another, Doug Stasic. We've got a first pitch already in, and pitch is foul in foul territory. Nice play by the right fielder, number 24, and that is Jimmy Tooley. Right off the giddy up on the mound is number 6 for Baseball University, Pennsylvania, Torresani, and that is Matthew Haggerty. Big lefty, he's 6 foot, 160 pound. Rising junior with a 1090 SAT and a 4.04 GPA. Stepping to plate for the Monarchs is number 2, Darius Isaac, the second baseman, shortstop. Bats right and throws right at 5'9", 140 pounds. Pitches over for a strike call. He's got a GPA of 3.5. And a pitch from Haggerty. Low and outside for a ball. The pitch was at 83 miles an hour. Isaac out of Springside, Chestnut Hill High School. Fastball on the inside corner for a strike.
Yeah, so the Anderson Monarchs, part of the Philadelphia Phillies RBI program, headed up by our pal Steve Bandura. Matter of fact, the Monarchs, not just a part of the Urban Youth Initiative, but also back in 2014, many members of the Monarchs were the team that made the 2014 Little League World Series.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, so Isaac goes down swinging. That's a quick 2 outs. Mr. Haggerty of Baseball U. Torresani. Now stepping to the plate is number 99, Jonathan Bautista. Out of Springside, Chestnut Hill High School at 6'3", 190-pound rising junior. First pitch is inside for a ball.
We're going to see Bautista on the mound. He's going to be a kid you're definitely going to take a look at. Big, nasty. He's been flirting with 90 miles an hour, so looking forward to seeing him today. He's got a couple nice pitches, too.
Swing and a miss. Yeah, you were talking him up. I'm looking forward to seeing him on the bump.
Yeah, there's a couple kids on this Monarchs team that have been playing up with some of the older kids these last couple years.
Nice breaking ball by Haggerty. Swing and a miss by Bautista.
So Haggerty sitting 83, 84 miles an hour with the fastball and doing a nice job. This pitch has some teeth to it. Looks like he's a little hungry this bright and early Sunday morning.
It's an angry baseball. That's morning. It could be hangry.
Well, that's usually what you are, but
all fouled to the first base side and out of play.
Yeah, the Springside Chestnut Hill Academy, quite a few players in recent years that have earned some D1 scholarships, actually also with the Anderson Monarchs. So,
swing and a miss. He struck him out. So 1, 2, 3 go to Monarchs. We'll be back with the bottom half of the inning right after this break. And we're back at the Grange with Mark Aronson on the mound for the Anderson Monarchs 18U squad. 6'3", 175-pound right-handed pitcher. It's a 3.9 GPA at a Friends Select School.
His battery mate behind the plate, number 32.
Number 32 is Cameron Sims.
Yeah, Cameron Sims, up-and-comer. We talked a little bit about the Monarchs and their older team, now college of age, and Scotty Bandora, catcher, and another catcher I know, Drew Stasic. Two guys recruited on the college scene.
You know
Scott,
him?
Yeah, I know him. Scott now at Princeton University.
Nice.
So I've seen Sims behind the dish firsthand as he's been a little bit younger, and he's got that stocky frame, dude. He's got the Popeye forearms going, good thick base, and he's what I would dub as a plus receiver. Does real well with framing.
First batter Aronson will face is Jimmy Tooley, who we're familiar with as well. Showed very well the last time we saw. First pitch is big swing and a miss by Tooley. Tooley out of Hatbird Horsham High School.
He has that Hunter Pence look to him.
He does. He does. Big swing and a miss, 78 mile an hour. I didn't see if that was a breaking ball or a fastball. Fastball? Okay.
Yeah, Aronson's going to keep you off balance. Really good job. A lot of off-speed pitches. He's a bit of a backwards pitcher.
Ball's low, so it's now 1-2 to Jimmy Tooley.
Tooley, man, he was Mr. Everything.
He was. Glove, bat, pitching. Talk about a true two-way player.
And the unique thing was, we talked about like that Hunter Pence feel that he kind of gives you. And crazy enough, that day was the day that Hunter Pence actually retired from Major League Baseball.
Right. That's right. Here's the 1-2 pitch.
Oh, nice breaking ball.
Just missed. It's now 2-2.
And our buddy the umpire, good to see that he's back. He took one off the noggin the last time we saw him. Was down for the count.
Fastball out of the zone. It's now full to Jimmy Tooley. Oh, he missed it. Just missed it outside. So Tooley draws a leadoff walk. That'll bring up Alex Martin, wearing number 60 today. He's a Washington College commit. A rising junior, 6 foot 185. Just shortstop and a right-handed pitcher.
Yeah, Coach Beddick and the crew, they're going to be happy with Alex Martin. He's a kid that has done real well. We've seen him a few times now throughout the summer, and he's going to be going down there as a true two-way player from what I understand down in Chestertown.
Pitch fouled straight back. I believe the count is 1-1.
Yeah, we'll give a look of
Side
Aronson
by side. There you go.
managing the run game here. Give him two angles to look at.
Tooley takes his lead at first. Aronson checks him. Sets. Kicks and fires. And here's Tooley. Ball fouled straight back, so he'll have to return to first base.
81 miles an hour in that pitch. So the Baseball U Philly as a whole, something we've seen, same thing with Baseball U PA, extremely aggressive on the bases. So no surprise, Tooley trying to help his team do some damage, get in the scoring position here for Martin, but it's just good fundamental baseball. Coach Torresani.
There's a 1-2 pitch. Curveball, swing and a miss. He struck him out 73 miles an hour on that breaking pitch. Martin goes down swinging. Now stepping to the plate is Joe Libangelli out of Pennsbury High School. The rising junior is 5'8", 165 pounds. He's a catcher and an infielder. See him do a lot of nice work behind the dish in our time with Baseball U. And there goes Tooley on a breaking ball. Here's the throw.
Right on the money.
And he's safe on a close play. Nice shoot.
A nice shoot there by Sims. real quick. Didn't even get up out of his crouch.
Strong throw, right on the bag. But breaking ball, good pitch to run on for Tooley.
Yeah, well, again, you got a guy that likes to pitch backwards, got more confidence in his off-speed stuff. So realizing early in the count he's going to try to go there. Good, smart base running.
Nice shot from our center field camera. The first pitch to Lemon Jelly is outside for a ball. Sorry, that was the second pitch. Now 2-0. Tooley takes his lead at second. Aronson checks the runner. 2-0 pitch. Over for a strike call. It's now 2-1.
Lemon Jelly's a kid, too, where still surprised that he's on the proverbial board right now. He's a beast behind the plate. Can't wait to see him today.
We love watching him work behind the dish. Curveball over for a strike call. Count now evens up at 2-2.
Lemon Jelly just does a really nice job when he's behind the plate of managing the game. Like, he doesn't let his pitchers go too far where they're having a little bit of rough trouble. He's quick to get out there, have a mound visit or two, and just give him confidence. More importantly, what I've noticed about Lemon Jelly is he does a good job second time through the lineup, right? So you know he's a guy that's paying attention, trying to figure out, well, this hitter was really aggressive early in the count last time, so instead of just throwing a fastball, he automatically comes back and sets his pitcher up. Oh, nice
line
job.
Drive up the middle for a base hit. Tooley being waved around. Here comes the throw. It's going to be close. And he gets him at home. Nice shoot by the center fielder. Let's get a name on that young man. Is that number 11? Nope.
Outstanding defensive play. Talk about knowing exactly what's going on, realizing you got a runner in scoring position at second base. Absolutely no hesitation.
That was number 3, Richard Beggy.
Whew. Big time defensive play by the Monarchs.
That'll bring up John Pinchatti. Accounts are Rock South.
Yeah, you know, last time
he had a little Manicani. He told him to rub some regatta in it.
Yeah, last time, and
then it was we had somebody from the North Pole.
Yeah,
passing through.
I haven't seen any sleighs in the parking lot today.
No,
though.
there's no sleighs. But Hallmark has their Christmas Christmas schedule ready. Third at first, not in time.
Yeah, I know you're excited about that.
I am.
The Hallmark Christmas Channel movies. I mean,
I'm so excited.
You could sit there in your jammies and
runs 24/7
maybe
in my
couple
house.
of hot chocolate.
24/7. Pitch fouled away. First base side and out of play. Can't wait. My ears and eyes start bleeding. Yeah. Breaking ball up the middle. Nice diving play by the shortstop.
Heck of a play.
Wow, that was number 11. Let's get a name on that young man.
Woo-wee.
Jacob Cantor laying out for that one. They're throwing some leather in this one. We're going to go to the top of the second. We'll be back after this break. And we're back. Let's move to the top of the second inning with Matthew Haggerty back on the mound for Team Torresani. Haggerty had a 1-2-3 inning last inning.
Lemon Jelly throw right down at second base on the money.
First batter he will face here at the top of the second. Looks like it's number 3, Richard Beggy, who had a nice throw to home last half inning. The throw out Tully rounding third and trying to score. Beggy is 6 foot, 170-pound, rising junior out of Central High School. First pitch to him is over for a strike call. Beggy with a 3.2 GPA and an ACT score at 36. Fastball, high for a ball. It's now 1-1 to Richard Beggy.
Beggy, great first step. I mean, talk about it showing off the hose. As we like to say, spends probably a summertime at the local Home Depot or Ace Hardware selling garden hoses, showing off his.
He's not one of those what do they call them? It was like a fatty. Is that the right word? Fatty? F-A-D, fad? Like, remember the curly Q hoses? Remember them?
What?
Remember them? So they didn't tangle, the non-tangling?
The ones that are...
Is that the kind of hoses you sell? No, I wouldn't think that. Not the way he threw that.
That guy's got an old school,
yeah,
strong arm hose there.
Yes, he did. Ooh, nice pitch.
Golly.
Nasty breaking ball at 72 miles an hour. Strikes out Beggy.
Well, man, talk about pouring sour milk on your cereal in the morning. Ooh, that's terrible.
And speaking of leather, so back-to-back guys who made big plays last half inning. Number 11, Jacob Cantor stepped into the plate, the second baseman shortstop, who laid out and made a beautiful play on the force out at second. Fouls the first pitch off for a strike. He's at 5'9", 155 pounds out of Science Leadership Academy. The rising junior has a 3.4 GPA.
Good-looking baller, man. This dude just looks like he's into it.
Sure does. That pitch is high for a ball, so the fastball went out of the zone. It's now 1-1. Haggerty winds, kicks, and delivers. Fastball out of the zone, 82 miles an hour for a ball. It's now 2-1 to Jacob Cantor.
Yeah, Cantor showing some patience here at the plate, but I love what Haggerty has. Lefty? Oh, kidding me? Throwing 82, 83. Relatively consistently. We've seen his poise.
You didn't do that again, did you? I know, I just ruined your whole color commentating.
I know. Relatively consistently? Yeah, I did. Yeah. I said it.
Are you mad at me now?
Nah.
Haggerty's got impressive stuff. Oh, pitch just missed the zone. So he had an easy one. Well, I wouldn't say an easy 1-2-3, but had a pretty quick 1-2-3 last half inning and comes in, strikes out Beggy. Loses Cantor on 5 pitches, but he collect himself, and he's now facing number 32, Cameron Sims, the man behind the dish at a Science Leadership Academy at 5'10". Is that right? It can't be. It's got to be 175.
Yeah.
Class of 21.
It's 175. That there would be a typo.
He would be a D tackle.
Yeah.
You gonna say
First-round draft pick.
Absolutely. He's definitely going to be a first-round draft pick out of the behind the dish, though. I can tell you that.
Yeah, we saw him. Really nice job. Hard throw down to second base. Didn't even come up all the way out of his stance. Kept the throw nice and low. Certainly something that the Monarchs pride themselves on is fundamental baseball.
Oh, nice pitch. Fastball, swing and a miss by Sims.
And for those not familiar with just how fundamentally insane they can drive you, try coaching against them, even at a young age. You really can't ever afford to fall asleep for a pitch when you're playing these guys.
Cantor takes his lead and gets chased back by Haggerty.
Oh, he tried to go. The old quick pitch.
I
think he had Coach Rob over there confused because he was like, stop, go, come back, anybody.
Yeah, I remember those days at first base coaching. And then there's a guy at third base who used to give me the look. But that's besides the point. You know that guy?
Yeah. They used to call you Coach Hesitation. Couldn't make a call to save your life. Just waited for the umpire to throw you under the bus.
Fastball out of the zone at 82. So Haggerty staying consistent around 82, 83. Count is now 2-2 to Cameron Sims.
Doing a nice job changing up his tempo with a runner on.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Fastball. Nice job by Haggerty. Gets Sims swinging.
Two outs.
Bring up Christopher Griggs Jr., the Haverford School Rising Junior, is 5'10", 160 pounds. And there goes Cantor, and here's the throw. Not in time. Good throw by Lemon Jelly. Cantor safe at second base and scoring position with 2 outs. Let's see what Christopher Griggs can do. Possibly bring that run home. Here's the pitch. High for ball.
I'm going to keep an ISO here on Cantor. I just got a feeling that he's going to try to swipe one.
Ground ball up the middle, has eyes, and it's a base hit. Cantor rounding third, being held there. As Griggs moves to second on the throw. So now runners in scoring position at second and third, still 2 outs. And now stepping to the plate is Nathan Evans, the right-handed pitcher outfielder. 6 foot, 160-pound rising junior. He's got a 3.2 GPA.
A lot of these guys seen a decent amount of two-way players, some good arms, but the ability to play multiple positions, I think, is key, especially in the recruiting phase from a college standpoint. Got a couple college coaches on hand here, but anytime you can fill a roster spot with a guy that can fill multiple needs, that's a huge win for your program, and that's a lot of the mindset when it comes to the Monarchs program. Play multiple positions, be fundamentally sound at them all. And when your number's called, you better play. You're going to be held accountable. And it's cool because the teammates are the ones that really pride themselves in the accountability piece.
Indeed they do. Count now 1-2 to Nathan Evans. Strike 3 struck him out on a felty breaking ball by Haggerty. Haggerty works himself out of a jam. We'll go to the bottom of the second and be back after this short break. And we move to the bottom of the second inning as this one's moving fairly quick. I didn't say fairly quickly.
Good for you.
All right, just want to make sure.
X gets
Now
the square.
Okay, very nice. With Mark Aronson back on the mound for a second inning of work. First batter he will face from Team Torresani is number 49, Matthew Edwards.
A.K.A. Captain America.
Captain America.
This dude, I've been talking about him quite a bit this summer. The prototypical kid, first one to show up at the yard, last one to leave.
I can add to that this morning. So we're setting up, and he's already here. And he asked me if I could use any help. And I said, you got to worry about you, buddy. You go ahead and just do your thing today. But I appreciated it. Talk about a nice little gentleman, too, man. It's awesome stuff. So Edwards at 6'1", 200 pounds.
But see, the other piece is, too, what I like about the kid is that he embraces whatever spot he's in. So even with coaches around, coaches watching, being a leadoff hitter in a particular inning, if he doesn't find something he knows he can drive, he's going to take the pitch and find his way to get on base because he knows it helps the team. I mean,
Ball pounded to third, foul. Edwards busted all the way through for a full 90.
No surprise there. Again, we've seen him take some BP rounds, and man, he's fun to watch.
Yeah, he is.
You know,
hard ground ball to third. Nice scoop there. Here's the throw. Just a little bit low as Edwards makes the first safely.
good hard play there, third by Bautista.
Quick hands. Plays the hot corner well.
Yeah, that one rushed it a little bit. And I think a lot of times at that age, too, you try to get the kids to embrace the mindset. It's just like if you're getting a ball hit to you at third base, you usually have that extra step. Get the shuffle under your feet. Make sure you got a good line and follow your throw.
Stepping to the plate, Mr. Clutch, Eric Stradling out of Pennsbury High School. Ground ball to short. Could be a double play. Ball to second to first. Scoop there nicely and picked for a double play.
Ooh. Some sound leather turning the DP
It's
here.
early morning. You're okay.
It is. It was a late night on the football field last night, so maybe my tongue isn't exactly in working order just yet.
I feel you, man. I'm saying some words that aren't right. So if anything comes out wrong, you understand it's just because my mouth is not working along with my brain or my brain's not working with my mouth.
Yeah.
Breaking ball over for a strike call to Dan Ciotti at Pennsbury High School. Ciotti at 5'9", 170 pounds, has a 2.9 GPA. Pitches outside for a ball, 82-mile-an-hour fastball coming out of the arm of Aronson. And here's the 1-1 pitch outside for a ball.
Aronson not afraid to pitch the contact, keep the ball down in the zone. Seen a couple ground balls so far, but I don't want to.
Swing and a miss.
Upstairs.
Hot cheese.
Yeah. Ciotti really he wanted that one. It's one of those pitches comes up in the zone. The ball looked nice and big, but too hard to handle. About 82 miles an hour.
I'm pretty sure we've seen Ciotti knock one out of the park already. There's ground ball. Cantor plays it nicely and throws him out. That one inning, so 1-2-3 inning for Aronson. We'll go to the top of the third with no score. And we move to the top of the third inning. No score yet between the Monarchs and Baseball U team Torresani. On the mound now is number 4, Daniel Fuss for Torresani. He's a 6 foot, 165-pound rising junior. First batter he is facing is Mark Aronson. He's done a nice job on the bump for the Monarchs. Again, he's out of Friends Select School at 6'3", 175 pounds. Fuss winds and delivers. Swing and a miss by Aronson. 81 miles an hour on that fastball. Fuss sets and the pitch. High for a ball. Count now even at 2-2 to Mark Aronson. Again, Fuss in his first inning of work. Ground ball to short, backhanded. Here's the throw. Nice job by Edwards to pick that one out of there to get Aronson. Pick up his shortstop, which was number 60, Alex Martin, making a nice play. It's a great job all around.
Hey, got to stick with it. Didn't make it easy. Batter right out of the gate. Aronson going for the hard 90.
Now stepping to the plate for the Monarchs is number 16, Robert Lucas. A left-handed pitcher outfielder at 5'11", 195 pounds. Is a rising junior out of Delaware County Christian. He flies the ball to center field, taking it deep and over the head of the center fielder. As Lucas rounds first, and he will chug into second with a stand-up double.
Man, Lucas got a hold of that, and he's a guy's a talented pitcher, so potentially showing the pop in his bat that could make him a legitimate two-way player.
That ball jumped off the bat. It looked like a routine fly ball when it first came off the bat, and it just kept carrying.
Yeah,
you've got to put a charge into that one.
Man, he sure did. Shows some power. Look at the lower half of his frame. He's a
solid.
He's a big dude.
Solid. Now up to the plate with a runner scoring position is Rob Wharton as he swings and misses that first pitch at a Boys Latin Charter High School at 5'11", 150 pounds. Wharton, a right-handed pitcher outfielder, rising junior. Fuss checks his sign, checks the runner, and the 0-1 pitch. Outside and low for a ball.
Yeah, we've seen Fuss on the mound quite a few times, and I just love his patience, his calmness about him. Doesn't get rattled.
Ball chopped. High chopper off the plate. Second baseman makes the play, and he is not in time as Wharton got down the line to beat that one out. A tough play for Stradling at second base. Lucas moves over to third, so you got runners at the corners.
Tough play, but Wharton was flying out of the box. No hesitation, dropped the bat and giddy up and go, and took advantage of that hop.
So an opportunity for Darrell Fortson Jr. at Academy at Palumbo School. First pitch to him is over for a strike. Fortson Jr. is 6 foot, 150 pounds. He's a rising sophomore. Listed as a right-handed pitcher, so obviously he's a two-way player.
Got some high academics, too, I believe.
Yes, he does. Got a 3.0 GPA. Fuss delivers. There goes the runner. Here's the fake throw by Lemon Jelly. So they give up the base to Wharton Jr.
Yeah, we've seen in some of these showcase games where some of those standard rules wouldn't apply where it's first and third. I've seen a lot of catchers throw the ball down to second base. Not that that's what they normally would do, but opportunity to show off the arm for sure. But Lemon Jelly not buying that one this morning.
Wharton Jr. is Fortson swings and misses. Strike three call. Nice pitch by Fuss. Sneak one by Fortson. So that'll be the second out of the inning. That'll bring up Aaron Monroe out of Science Leadership Academy to 6'2", 215-pound rising junior. First pitch is inside for a ball.
I'll tell you one thing. You better check that tape measure. I think it's a little short. He's 6'2". He looks like he's almost 6'4" to me.
Yeah, he looks he's big. He's a first baseman outfielder. Pitches on the outside corner for a strike. So runners at second and third with 2 outs.
Oh, nice pitch by Fuss. Just missed.
Just missed.
Again, he's got a good approach here, and lemon jelly, making adjustments on the fly, just like we had talked about earlier.
Foul tip. Nice hold by Lemon Jelly.
All right, so Fuss feeling it. Making these guys chase out of the zone, and so far got a lot of guys fishing.
Ball chopped to third base side. Foul. Umpire calls for time. Runners get set. And a pitch. Line drive in the gap, going all the way to the fence. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. And Monroe with a stand-up double to knock in 2 here in the top of the third.
Whew, he got a hold of that one. RBI opportunity, and he cashed that check. Woo, baby.
Ball jumped off the bat.
Well, he got into every part of that big frame, and like I said, I think he's shortchanging himself, saying he's only 6'2".
Might have to go back to the old bedroom closet door, double check the measurements.
Yeah, I would think so. Couple ticks that are missing on that chart.
All right, steps Gabriel Olson with 2 outs and a runner at second base. Olson at 5'10", 150 pounds as a rising junior. He's a right-handed pitcher, middle infielder at 5'10", 150 pounds. Has a 3.5 GPA. Oh, nice breaking ball. Over for a strike call. Ground ball to short. Here's the throw. He sets himself and gets it by a couple of strides. So the Monarchs pick up 2 here in the top of the third. We'll go to the bottom of the third, and we'll be right back after this short break. And we move to the bottom of the third with a new pitcher on the mound, Gabriel Olson for the Anderson Monarchs. 5'10", 150 pound Pride of Penn Charter is a rising junior with a 3.5 GPA at 5'10", 150 pounds. I think I already said that, but I'll say it again.
Just in case.
Just in case you didn't hear me. I didn't hear myself. No. First batter, Gabriel Olson will face number 7, Blake Silber. Silber, the rising senior at Council Rock North, stands at 5'10", 200 pounds, and has a 3.9 GPA. First pitch by Olson. Fastball low for a ball. Silber listed as primarily as an outfielder. And the 1-0 pitch to him. Pound to the second. Scoops and fires and gets him. Nice play there by Darius Isaac at second base. Throws to Lucas to finish it off. And stepping to the plate, it's number 23, and that's Callan Fang. Fang out of Pennsbury High School is a rising junior at 6'3", 170 pounds. Fang is a right-handed pitcher and an outfielder. We've seen him on the mound.
He's electric.
Got smoke coming out of that arm.
As I would say, worth the price of admission.
Ooh, pitch fouled straight back off the dugout at 80 miles an hour from Mr. Olson on that fastball. Fang has a 4.6 GPA and a 1250 SAT score. Pitch is low for a ball. Bottom of the third with 2 runs across the board for the Monarchs. Torresani tries to battle back. That ball's chopped to third. Cantor throws, fires, and gets him.
Nice play by Cantor. Throwing on the run. Fielded that ball cleanly and kept following his throw. That's always one of the toughest ones to make. Too many kids sometimes have a tendency to drag their feet, hit the brakes. Not Cantor. He just kept running towards his target and made a hell of a play.
It's a young man who knows how to field his position. Speaking of fielding your position and swinging a lumber and working from the mound, number 24 stepping back up to the plate, who drew a walk the first time up, and that's Mr. Tooley, Jimmy Tooley. First pitch to him is low for a ball. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Over for a strike. Count now evens up at 1-1 to Jimmy Tooley. Breaking ball. Nice pitch on the outside corner. Count now moves to 1-2 to Tooley. With 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. 1-2 pitch. Ball pounded to short. Another opportunity for Cantor, who throws and gets him. 1-2-3 inning for Olson. We'll go to the top of the fourth after this break. And we move to the top of the fourth inning with the Anderson Monarchs holding a 2-0 lead over the Baseball UPA Torresani squad. Back on the mound is Daniel Fuss and the Chamonix High School. Once again, the rising senior is 6 foot, 165 pounds. He holds a 3.0 GPA. First batter he will face is the slick fielding Darius Isaac, playing second base at a Springside Chestnut Hill High School.
Yeah, Springside Chestnut Hill, heck of a program, and quite a few Monarchs been through there. Jared Sprague-Lott, now at the University of Richmond. Mentioned Scott Bandora over at Princeton. And Jolly Hendricks, as well as Joe Richardson, both down at Southern University. So, I should say Joe Richardson, though, went to St. Joe's Prep.
Breaking ball hangs up there for a ball.
But, man, this kid, Isaac, he can fly. Man, can he fly. He is so aggressive on the bases.
Fastball low for a ball. Swing and a miss.
You know, Fuss being a rising senior, he's another guy from a pitching standpoint. Really surprised he's still on the board. He can really chew up some innings. He's a guy that very confident, very calm, even when he's got runners on base. Easily has found his way out of jams and the like.
2-2 pitch is fouled straight back. Yeah, Fuss definitely shows a lot of poise on the mound. He's definitely a kid that we're very impressed with. And the young man studies hard at school with a 3.0 GPA. Which is outside of the zone. I believe the count is now full to Darius Isaac.
It's so funny. He's just so gritty. And he's wise beyond his years. You just kind of look at the maturity level that he has on the mound, no matter what happens. And on cue.
Swing and a miss.
Just keep pounding the zone, man.
Foss showing some tenacity, strikes out Darius Isaac for the first out of the inning. Stepping up to the plate is number 99, Jonathan Bautista. The 6'3", 190-pound rising senior is out of Springside Chestnut Hill. Say that at school again. It's a right-handed pitcher and a third baseman. First pitch, fastball on the inside corner, swing and a miss by Bautista.
I'll tell you right now, Fuss is going to need some shorter pants because he's flooding the zone with strikes. That
or a pail. You can start. Oh, got away from a little bit.
The old Ephus.
It's now 1-1 to Bautista. You're here in the top of the fourth, with the Monarchs leading 2-0. There's a 2-0 pitch. I'm sorry, not a 2-0 pitch, a 1-1 pitch. It's low for a ball. It's 2-1. Correct that. It's 2-1. Swing and a miss on some high cheddar. The count evens up to 2-2.
Remember we talked about Lemon Jelly? It's the second time through the lineup, and he is steering the ship. Make no mistakes about it. This is the kid calling pitches. He's not looking into the dugout. He's not asking for help. It's recall of what happened the first time through the zone, and Fuss is already showing efficiency, and he's not afraid to throw the ball outside the zone, make these guys chase. Did it again. Look at that.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. That's the second out of the inning.
Dude, I love it, man. Fuss and Lemon Jelly on the same page, working together. You got a catcher who is confident in calling the pitches, and you got a pitcher who's cool enough to actually trust him, right? Like, he's asking him, throw the ball out of the zone. I'm confident some of these guys are going to chase, and he's doing it. Love it.
Up steps number 3, Richard Beggy. Ground ball to third. Ooh, tough one to handle there. Beggy will be safe at first base.
Hot corner over there. Melting the mozzarella a little bit. Pinchatti.
Now bring up number 11, the slick fielding Jacob Canner. Who in 3 short innings has shown us a lot of great glove work at shortstop. Ball grounded between third and short. What a play there. Here's the throw. And they get him.
Hey.
So talk about making up for it. That was number...
Pinchatti.
Yeah, Pinchatti. Throwing all that manicotti on it.
That a guy.
All right, we're going to go to a break. We'll be back with the bottom of the 4th right after this. As we move to the bottom of the 4th, we want to remind those players who are looking for some action and some be seen opportunities on October 24th and October 25th at Council Rock North High School, the Greater Philly Video Case. For all players, games will feature on-screen Rapsodo and Blast Data. You can email at baseballuphilly@gmail.com or register at www.bfalivestream.com/BFA-sports.
Yeah, we get asked an awful lot about what do we got to do to get on one of the broadcasts and get an opportunity for the coaches to see what you got. And more often than not, our relationship with Baseball U Philly has been phenomenal. And Jimmy Golden wanted to offer an opportunity for even more kids to be able to put their skills on video for a coach. And so we said, hey, why not? So we're teaming up with them. We'll be at Council Rock North, which is right around the corner practically from just about everybody in South Jersey and Philly. But again, for more information, you can go right to our website, www.bfalivestream.com, and look forward to having you guys out there.
Should be a great time, great opportunity for these young men.
Well, there's been quite a few guys that have been offered scholarships and made their college commitments, and largely we take great pride in the fact that a lot of the coaches have said, we've seen your video on BFA and through the Baseball U Philly streams, so hey, why not try to help some more kids?
Olsen back on the mound for the Monarchs, and the batter is Alex Martin.
Speaking of a guy who Coach Beddick down at Washington College, Coach Fiala had seen him get his groove on with us.
Ball lifted to center field. Center fielder gets right under it, makes the grab, and that's number 3, Richard Beggy. As Martin is retired for the first out of the inning.
When the ball gets put into play.
Again, we're in the bottom of the 4th inning with the Anderson Monarchs leading 2-0.
Like the kid, the defender makes an awesome play.
With one out, up steps to the plate, number 8, Joe Lemon-Jelly, one of your favorites. Out at Pennsbury High School, a rising senior. First pitch to him is a breaking ball, low and inside for a ball. It's 1-0 to Lemon-Jelly. Lemon-Jelly last time up had a line drive single up the box. Next pitch is a breaking ball outside for a ball at 78 miles an hour. And the 2-0 pitch, Lemon-Jelly. Bounces up there for a ball. Count is now 3-0.
As a Yellow Jacket buzzes the tower. I mean this in the nicest way. Just for entertainment purposes, I hope you get stung.
3-0 pitch. Breaking ball. Over for a strike call at 73 miles an hour. Nice breaking pitch. Count moves to 3-1. Ball pounded to short. Cantor has another opportunity. Here's the throw.
Just a bit high.
Just a bit high. It's going to happen. It's early in the morning. I've been out there. A lot of dew on the ground. Sure is a little slick.
Well, you know what it is? They need to have the big first baseman over there. 27, 6'4".
Yeah.
Well, he says he's 6'2", but we know he's 6'4". Wasn't that Monroe?
Yeah, Monroe. Aaron Monroe.
So they had Monroe over at first base. That was a great throw.
It sure was. We're sitting right behind home plate and watched our very own Josh Davidson and you, matter of fact, jump. I was the only one that didn't jump.
Well, you can't jump. Look at the size of you. You eat more Dunkin' Donuts than the guys that own the places. That's for sure. So, I mean, your vertical's probably negative, if that's even possible. So we know you didn't jump.
There goes Lemon Jelly on the pitch that bounces up there. No throw.
All right. Jelly's mom going to be happy about that one. The unnecessary mess up your uniform.
Well, he didn't know the throw wasn't coming. Or maybe he did it on purpose. Who knows?
Maybe it was inspired by Ricky Henderson.
They take the bag. They take the base up, hold it up.
I'm the greatest.
I'm the great. Oh, nice breaking ball over for a strike call to John Pinchotti. Council Rock South. Hold it down at third base.
It's a great opportunity to steal your chair back right now.
Yeah, that's all right. I like this one. I feel like a celebrity in this chair. Chris Farley. I feel like Chris Farley right now.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah. Fat guy in a little chair. Olsen sets. Checks the runner in the pitch. Swing and a miss. Martin can't find it. And moves to first base.
Tough one there, but great pitch. Nice and low in the dirt. Had a runner on. At worst, you want him to ground into a force out, but that didn't happen.
Referred to Sims as Martin. It was actually Sims. Working hard behind the dish. That'll bring up number 49, Matthew Edwards. Captain America. Great opportunity to knock in a run with runners at first and third. And one out. Oh, nice breaking ball over for a strike. 72-mile-an-hour breaking ball out of the arm of Olsen. Oh, another nice breaking ball.
Yeah, Olsen feeling it, man. He's doing a nice job coming back. Not afraid to throw the off-speed stuff. Challenge a guy with two runners on. Surprise, first and third, we haven't seen. I think Pinchotti's ready to go right here.
There goes Pinchotti on cue. Here's no throw. So Pinchotti steals second base.
Now runners at second and third.
Oh, the ball bounces up there and a run will score. So baseball you Philly Torresani puts one across the plate.
So
now 2-1.
Listen, I love the fact that Olsen is able to kind of just keep smiling about this because the reality is he's got 2 Ks. So he's going to have this unique opportunity to actually have more Ks in an inning than there are outs. But the challenge of it is knowing that that ball is going to kind of break down in the dirt, high spin rate. So don't have the Rapsodo out here today, but if you look at the teeth and the way that ball is breaking, that thing is moving.
Runners once again at the corners. Shoddy moves to third base. Edwards at first. That'll bring up number 5, Eric Stradling. Stradling grounded into a 6-4-3 double play, but always puts the bat on the ball every time we see him when there's an opportunity. Just called a strike as it goes out the outfield. Another run will score. That's Picciotti. Crosses the plate. It's now 2-2.
Hey, way to be aggressive, Sims. Looking to make a play. Picciotti forced him into making that throw to try to buy back an out, but didn't work out that way. So a kid like Stradling got the old school. Love it. No batting gloves. That right there is sign of a kid who's a grinder.
Strike 3 on the inside corner. He struck him out.
All right. Might be Olson's 5th strikeout of the inning if we were keeping track.
It's at least his 3rd. Hold on a second. No, it's at least his 3rd. Dan Ciotti steps to the plate. First pitch is a breaking ball over for a strike call. That breaking ball's really starting to work for Olson as he's finding a nice groove here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Pitch lifted to the first base side and out of play.
Ciotti wanted that one back. He felt like it was one he could put down to through the right field side, especially with a guy and Edwards out there, second base. It's funny, even with that, that open stance, Ciotti's shown that he can go the other way and hit it pretty hard back there.
Ooh, almost gets Edwards on a close play. It's Isaac sneaking around, trying to catch him sleeping.
Gonna be tough. You're not gonna, Mr. Cerebral out there, Edwards. You're not gonna catch him sleeping. Not too often, anyway.
Breaking ball popped up to the first base side as Isaac calls for it, makes the grab, and that will end the inning, but not before Team Torresani puts a few across the board. We'll be back at the top of the 5th right after this break. And we're back here at the Grange in beautiful Wrightstown, Pennsylvania, or Newtown Township, or Newtown. That's why we call it Newtown Township, because we're like on the confluence here in Pennsylvania between Wrightstown, PA, Newtown, PA, and some other place, but we call it Newtown Township. Either way, we're here at the Grange. New pitcher on the mound is number 7, Blake Silber, the rising senior out of Council Rock North. He's 5'10", 200 pounds, and carries a 3.9 GPA. First batter he will face is number 32, the catcher, Cameron Sims. The pitch. Fastball outside for a ball.
So we've been here a couple times now to the Grange, and you know how I know? I went over to the Dunkin' Donuts box, and it says, for coaches and personnel, except you, Al.
I didn't eat any of it.
Well, that's a first.
No. Pitches on the outside corner for a strike as Silver evens it up at 1-1. Now, just like my black coffee. Just give me some of that. That's my jet fuel. 1-1 pitch. Outside for a ball. It's now 2-1. A 73 let's see. Yeah.
73 miles an hour.
73 miles an hour. Pitch is low for a ball. Two-one pitch to Sims. Pop foul out of play. Count now goes to 2-2.
Man, I can't get over we're mid-October and we still have this just phenomenal weather, dude. Phenomenal.
Oh, it's 3-2. I stand corrected. Again, we're working without a scoreboard here in the showcase setting. Hard ground ball. One hopper to third.
Yeesh.
Shotty. Working with a little Manicotti down there, making a play nicely.
Yeah, we got to come up with something new for that kid.
I don't know. I see.
Yeah, I mean, your level of originality, scale 1 to 10, is like a 2.
We could say
yeah, good luck.
No, well,
keep dreaming.
playing with some balsamic vinaigrette down there.
God.
I don't know.
Oh, God. Don't even. Oh, God.
Yeah, nonetheless, you make a great play on a one-hopper. A ball grounded to short. Here's the throw.
Oh!
Does not get him. As Edwards does a great job of trying to fake the tag.
Yeah, I don't. Edwards could be a candidate for Dancing with the Stars. I mean, this guy, he's got spin moves. He's light-footed over there. Every time he comes off the bag, he's got grace. The tag. It's always grace.
Like Mikhail Gorbachev. Not Gorbachev. Baryshnikov. Baryshnikov. That's it. Baryshnikov.
Oh, God. No, please.
It's Christopher Griggs now at first base as number 8. Nathan Evans steps to the plate at Northeast High School. 6 foot, 160-pound right-handed pitcher. Outfitter takes a strike call. Breaking pitch on the inside corner. Silver chases him back. Nice side-by-side shot by our third baseman and center field cameraman.
Man, big lead out there by Griggs.
There goes the runner. Here's the throw. As Griggs beats it easily with a great jump that he had there at first base. So now he's in scoring position.
Wasted no time. Aggressive, went on first move there, kept his head down. And even better, Evans showing some patience, allowing his teammate to get in a scoring position.
Pitches inside for a ball.
So Silber being aggressive, pitching to contact, trusting the defense.
Ball lifted to center field. Taking the center field back fairly deep. Makes the grab, and that's number 12. Oh, nice. Base run. Oh, did he get him? I'm looking for a call.
Ooh.
I guess he didn't.
I think a lot of people are
Man.
looking for calls over there.
Ciotti. Sean, he works in the garden center at the hardware store as well with the hose at third, but great base running by Griggs. Tag and go to third, and that'll bring up number 15, Mark Aronson. Got a couple nice innings of work on the mound earlier today. First pitch to him is on the inside corner for a strike. Fastball outside for a ball. It's now 1-1. So we're already in the top of the fifth inning. With, I believe, a 2-2 even ball game at this point. Swing and a miss by Aronson. It's now 1-2. Ball just low. I believe that evens the count at 2-2. Silver checks his sign, and the 2-2 pitch. Foul off the end of the bat. Count remains 2-2. The 2-2 pitch gets by the catcher, but no advancement by Griggs Jr. He remains at third base.
Baseball, you only really need about 5 seconds from a replay standpoint.
So again, we're in the top of the fifth inning here at the Grange in Newtown Township with Baseball UPA Torresani taking on the Anderson Monarchs of Philadelphia. Aronson with a base hit to center field will knock in Griggs Jr. as the Monarchs now take a 3-2 lead here in the top of the fifth inning. Now stepping into play is number 16, Robert Lucas, the 5'11", 195-pound rising senior. He's at Delaware County Christian School.
Yo, what's up,
There's
bro?
Jimmy Golden bringing some equipment in.
Doing some weeding on the field.
Doing some weeding?
50 pounds worth. They don't take care of their
Oh, hard ground ball, base hit to right field. As Aronson will move up to second base.
They don't do it like they do here.
Yeah, look, we're at the Grange. Absolutely beautiful facilities as we watch Rob come in there. I don't want to claim it. I'm just showing you kind of how it works.
Now stepping to plate is number 9, and that is Rob Wharton Jr.
Basically, if you click
An infield single last time up. He grounds one to third. Shotty takes it in the force out. Now we'll end the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the fifth inning. Be back right after this break. And we're back here at the Grange. As we move to the bottom of the 5th inning, we have a new pitcher on the mound for the Monarchs. That's number 5, Darrell Fortson Jr. 6 foot, 150 pound, rising sophomore at an academy at Palumbo High School. He's got 3.0 GPA. First batter he will face is number 7, Blake Silber. Silver doing some work on the mound last half inning.
Yeah, he did a great job. Throwing the contact, putting the ball on the plate, trusting his defense, and his guys came up big for him.
Forson's first pitch is a 75-mile-an-hour fastball on the outside corner for a strike.
Here, put that up now. We'll do that in between it.
And the 0-1 pitch. Line drive, base hit down to third base side. As Silber will take the turn and remain at first base with a leadoff single. So it's Silber at first and nobody out. Stepping to the plate is number 6, Matthew Haggerty. Pitched very well for 2 innings for Team Torresani. The 6 foot, 160 pound left-handed pitcher. Bats right. He's got a 4.04 GPA and a 1090 SAT score. And the pitch to him. 73-mile-an-hour fastball, just missing the mark. Fastball out of the zone for a ball. Fastball on the outside corner for a strike. Fortson once again a rising sophomore. Continues to develop and show his wares against the upperclassmen. Pitch is over for a strike call. Again, we are BFA Sports. I'm Al Fisher, along with my brother from another, Doug Stasic, bringing this to you as an opportunity and a live showcase. The ball's grounded back to Fortson, who goes to second. Over to first. Not in time. They get the double play, but they do get the lead runner. That'll be the first out of the inning. It's a nice job by Fortson showing the poise to go to second base. But Haggerty hustling down the line to beat it out. Save the twin killing. Now stepping to plate is number 24, Jimmy Tooley. Tooley has walked and grounded out short to first his last time up. Tooley has shown the ability to go the opposite way with power as he hits. He's a gap-to-gap hitter. Seen a number of doubles. Seen him over time as we work in partnership with Baseball U. Pitches outside for a ball. And Tooley being a rising senior, we're just absolutely blown away that he is not committed yet. The skill set that he has, being a two-way player, flashes the glove, plays the outfield extremely well, has a strong arm, pitches very well. He's got some good stuff. Tully steps out, calls time.
It's totally terrible to do that while the broadcast is going on. You usually want to hide it. What?
Pitch is high for a ball to Jimmy Tully.
Could be. Well, if you have some, it's okay. It's not super loud. You can just hear it.
It was like ding, ding.
Okay.
I don't know. It's not there.
All right. So we're moving around some graphics on the screen for you. Sorry about that, kids.
Chases him back, not in time. As Haggerty gets back in plenty of time. Again, we're in the bottom of the fifth inning. Monarchs holding on to a slim 3-2 lead. There goes the runner with no throw. Actually, that was ball 4. So Tully earns a walk to first. Now stepping into plate is number 60, Alex Martin. The Washington College commit, 6 foot 185. At Pennsbury High School. Breaking ball, just missed. For a ball. Sportson winds and delivers. Pitch is fouled straight back and out of play.
How many we got today, Kevin? How many workers?
3, 6.
Ball bounces up. No advancement by the runner. Haggerty holds at second base.
So now we're set up that if it's a good play, we'll slow this down like
Tully at first.
75%.
Ball grounded short. They get the lead runner. Actually, not the lead runner. The runner going into second. So now runners at the corners after that fielder's choice.
See if you play it over here.
Now stepping to the plate is Joe Limongelli. Thank you. Limongelli had a line drive single to center field. That ball gets by the first baseman. Tough throw there as Haggerty will score. Once again, we're here in the bottom of the fifth inning at the Grange.
It should just record another one.
From
It's gotta make
BFA
sure you highlight
Sports.
the most recent one, and then you'll hit. See that play button right there?
Scores now 3-3 between the Monarchs and
It'll play the
Baseball
last
UPA Torresani.
recorded.
Fortune wheels and chases the runner back. Martin takes his lead at second base. And the pitch
Yeah, right now it's recording.
outside for a ball.
5 or 10, and then it'll give me that.
10 last 10 seconds. Yeah. See that the challenge of it is though it takes up a lot. Like it's using memory, so we gotta remember. Like we gotta stop the instant. We gotta stop the instant replay. Every like inning or two.
Snap throw to second base as Martin But a great heads-up base running goes right to third. So great job by him to anticipate that throw and get to third base pretty easily.
Got to be, if you're aggressive on the bases, you put pressure on the defense in a whole new way, and now he finds himself all the way at third.
Since 5 for ball, so Lemon Jelly earns a walk to first. With runners at the corners, that will bring up John Pinchatti. Council Rock South. Haggerty will come in for Lemon Jelly, who will gear up for the next half inning.
Always a lot of action out here at the Grange.
Pitch is foul to the plate. It's fortunate sets and the pitch. Swing and a miss. A nice breaking ball. Count now 1-2 to John Pinchatti. Again, at Council Rock South. Third baseman and a first baseman. Class of 21. Rising senior. There goes the runner. Ball pounded right through the hole. It has eyes and a run will score as Pinchatti gets an RBI single. And
Good.
Haggerty moves to third.
Hey, fundamental baseball here. Got a guy in scoring position. You got to not be so selective, but more importantly, be aggressive, and we're going to turn this inning over.
And we'll go to a break and be back with the top of the sixth in a short few.
He got higher. He's at a 13-20 now.
Ooh. Alrighty then.
Are we back? I guess we're back. As we move to the top of the sixth inning here at the Grange. And on the mound is Callan Fang. As we're just reported just GPA now a 1320.
Or his SAT is 1320. Because if he's got a 1320 GPA, you know what? He's the greatest academic student you'll ever meet in your life, Al. But a 1320 SAT is I'm actually speechless. I don't even know. I mean, that's just ridiculously good.
Well, if you're speechless, that's definitely a feat in itself.
Well, he's got electric stuff on the arm, got electric stuff in the classroom. Maybe we could use that guy to run power for some of our events.
He could be a generator.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
So
Fortune goes down swinging.
The PBR Scout Day event, PBR Pennsylvania, he was 88. So he's feeling it. It's actually finally starting to feel a little bit fall-like here at the Grange. Finally.
Yeah, I'm glad I brought my sweatshirt.
Yeah, well, I mean, you got a lot of insulation, so that should be a problem. Plus, if you sit back here with Fang throwing, it's going to heat up just a little bit here.
Great little friction. Fastball out of the zone for a ball at 85 miles an hour.
So I figure putting the rate thing next to low gives you more marketing.
I like it.
We're messing with instant replay.
Swing and a miss on another 85 mile an hour fastball by Aaron Monroe.
Are you running? Are you got the replay recording again? Okay. Well, it's going to show up. You got to record something.
Swing and a miss and a filthy breaking ball by Fang as he gets him swinging. So with 2 outs quickly for Kellen Fang here in the top of the 6th inning. Up steps to the plate, Gabriel Olson. At Penn Charter High School, the 5'10", 150-pound rising junior. It's a right-handed pitcher and a middle infielder, as we've seen him on the mound earlier today. The first pitch is a breaking ball at 70 miles an hour on the outside corner for a strike call.
No. Just leave it recording. You don't need to toggle it on. You got to leave it on the whole time.
So a 15-mile-an-hour differential so far for Kellen Fang. Fastball, 85 miles an hour as Olson swings and misses.
If you strike somebody out, let's click 5 seconds and then try to play that back. Yeah, we were doing it for football last night.
Sweet.
Disgusting.
Breaking ball, just miss, hung up there. The count now 1-2 to Gabriel Olson.
That they used to use to do MMA on ESPN. It's got a fork camera.
And the pitch. Outside corner for a strike call as Olson goes down looking. We'll go to a break. Be back with the bottom of the 6th.
That's awesome.
A short few. And we're back as we move to the bottom of the 6th inning with Darrell Fortson back on the mound for the Anderson Monarchs. The first batter he will face is Matthew Edwards, Captain America,
So that's where it's
with
like
a 4.25 GPA and a 1050 SAT.
we gotta work it in.
It's a 6'1", 200-pounder.
But this new system,
First pitch to him is a strike call. Edwards is a first baseman and a third baseman. Seen a lot of work in him at first base and doing a really nice job. Some of the errant throws are keeping his players in the game.
tank shot. If we have a lower level camera, because this other system will hold 8 cameras, we could put a side profile and then go back, and then you can actually see the batter.
So that would be like the one that's like.
Yeah, like put it low down here.
Breaking ball outside for a ball. Yeah, we're in the bottom of the 6th inning here at the Grange in Wrightstown, Pennsylvania, or we can call it Newtown Township.
Different things now.
The Baseball U, Pennsylvania Fall Showcase. Breaking ball. Nice breaking ball with a swing and a miss by Matthew Edwards. He struck him out.
Yeah, so a lot of confidence here. Staying with his off-speed pitches, realizing that, hey, instead of giving them fastballs to hit, let me come back and try to make these guys chase. And you got the chess match that's going. But Stradling, man, he's another guy, pound for pound. He is one heck of a player. He's a tough out. And again, no batting gloves. My kind of kid.
First pitch to him is high for a ball. Trying to think of a player, actually a major league player that always stands out with it. Didn't wear batting gloves. For some reason, I'm drawing a blank. Was it? No, Pence wore them.
There's not many.
Yeah, but
Not when you're taking that many reps day in and day out.
There's the 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball. Breaking ball outside for a ball. I hesitated on that one. Sports sets and the pitch. Swing and a miss on a foul tip. It's now 2-1 to Eric Stradling. And 2-1 pitch. Ground to the second. Here's the throw, and he gets him. That'll be the second out of the inning here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Did it go? Oh, there you go.
And now stepping to the plate is number 12, Dan Ciotti, at Pennsbury High School.
It'll automatically go back to right when he's done. Right when the clip's done. Did you hit 5 or 10? 5. All right. Hit cut.
Again, Dan Ciotti steps to the plate to face Fortson. First pitch to him is a breaking ball on the outside corner for a strike call. Ciotti is grounded out to short and popped out to second base. Next pitch to him is outside for a ball.
It's going to constantly try to replay what it was, but this one will automatically just play the exact last clip, and then it'll go right back into the regular game.
And the pitch. Ooh, fastball over the head of Ciotti.
I thought I had to switch back.
Oh, it don't switch back now. It'll automatically, and then it'll just at the end of the clip, it'll automatically go back to whatever's here. So as long as you leave the camera here, see the challenge is because we're using this in a little bit of a different way than what you normally would. So you just got to make sure that as the replay is going on,
Pounded to second base.
put the camera.
Here's the
back.
throw, and
When
they
it's done, it's gonna bring
do
over
not get
whatever's
him.
here.
Ciotti finds himself a 2-out base runner. That'll bring up Blake Silber. Fortson tries to catch Seattle at first. Gets back in time.
Did you see a black pull it? I know I brought it, but I thought I put it in the bag.
There goes the runner. Here comes the throw. And he's not in time. He steals second base. Ciotti goes in safely. So Blake Silver with a golden opportunity to knock in a run here for Team Torresani. Pitch. Ooh. Catches him on the hip, and I don't know if I think he's going to stay in there.
Stay. Take a quick look at that last stolen base. And we're just kind of messing with some new toys and new gadgets here.
I thought you were doing a Max Hedron.
Yeah, no, well, could be.
Breaking ball fouled straight back by Silver.
See him go in there nice and hard as he slides into second base. Nothing wrong with being aggressive. It's playing the whole thing. Yeah, so some new toys, Al, at BFA.
I like those toys. The ball. Oh, snap throw to third. Woo, makes it close. Sim's not playing around. I like it.
I see Sincotti being a little over-aggressive here, but look at Sims. Hey, you know what? You're going to try to run? I'm going to go right back and try to get you.
Ooh, close play. Very close play. Said Ciotti appreciates the fact he changed his name to Sincotti. That's all right.
That's all right. Sincotti, Picciotti.
Swing and a miss by Silver.
At least one of us can do more than just walk and chew gum. I'm trying to impress Jimmy Goulden, man. You're raining on my parade.
Yeah.
Pretty soon we're going to turn into an MMA fight in the middle between the fifth inning.
All right. I guess that ends the inning. We'll go to a break and move to the top of the seventh inning. We'll be back in a short few. And we move to the top of the seventh inning, I should say. Anderson Monarchs coming to face Callum Fang. First batter to face him this top of the seventh is number 2, Darius Isaac. The slick fielding second baseman at Springside Chestnut Hill High School.
Isaac, a little primetime action. Got a little Deion Sanders look going right there. You know, it's got the flow going. It's got the do-rag hanging out the back.
I like the look. Like the 68-mile-an-hour breaking ball the Fang just threw to him on the inside corner for a strike call. Fastball comes right backward at 83. Fouled back and out of play.
Well, you don't see that every day.
Ooh, breaking ball. Just got a piece of it. So he stays alive at 1-2.
Ooh,
Pitch,
Yahtzee.
strike 3, struck him out looking. Fang wastes no time retiring.
Hit it.
Isaac.
Nice put out pitch there. You see him. Nasty.
Now stepping to the plate to face Callan Fang. It's number 99, Jonathan Bautista. First pitch to him. Fastball off the glove of the pitcher. Here's the throw, and they get him by a stride. Nice job by Stradley making that adjustment.
Stradling going nice to his glove side to the left. Fires and makes the play. Good job there by Stradling.
Nice job by our producer, Josh Davidson.
Giddy up
Making it
and
happen.
go.
And with 2 outs, number 3, Richard Beggy stepping to the plate. First pitch is a swing and a miss on an 84-mile-an-hour fastball out of the arm of Callan Fang.
Yeah,
Because
that was
that was quick. That only gives you a little bit more time.
Fang gets his sign, and the 0-1 pitch. Chopped at the plate foul. His count goes quickly to 0-2 to Richard Beggy.
5.
And the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And a quick inning for Callan Fang as he makes a quick order of the Anderson Monarchs.
See here, right here, the nice put out pitch by Fang. Zippy, zippy, and zippy. Wow. Way to end the inning.
We'll go to the bottom of the 7th. We'll be back after this short break. And we move to the bottom of the 7th inning here at the Grange in Wrightstown, Pennsylvania. I want to remind everyone of the Greater Philly Video Case. Brought to you by Baseball Philly, Saturday, October 24th and Sunday, October 25th at Council Rock North High School. All player videos. Games will feature on-screen Rapsodo and Blast Data. If you're interested, you can email at
Jimmy Goulden,
Jimmy Goulden.
BaseballUPhilly at gmail.com, and you can register it on our website at bfalivestream.com.
We have a-
Open to all players.
we have a website.
We do.
God.
I know. You're only
I
a
know,
partner
I
in the
saw.
company. Why? Why would you know that?
I didn't want to bring it up because I get very emotional. Like I saw the story about us and how we met and all that, and I get a little misty eyed.
Well, what are you going to do?
All right, so the first batter, or actually we have a new pitcher on the mound. Let's give him some proper introductions. I believe that's number 10, right?
Yeah,
Christopher Griggs Jr. First pitch is laced to deep right center field, which will fall for a base hit as Fang showing some speed, rounding second, and will hold there with a stand-up double. So Fang greets Griggs with a laced double in the gap. So Griggs stands at 5'10", 160 pounds. He's a catcher and an outfielder. Also likes to work off the bump. He's got a 3.3 GPA. Rising senior out of the Haverford School. He'll now face Jimmy Tooley. With a runner in scoring position and nobody out. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Now tip at the plate for a strike. Breaking ball in the dirt. Here goes the runner. Not in time to get him. Nice replay there.
Nice job
Good slide by
Fang.
Fang. Yeah, real nice slide. He's fast, by the way. Besides having a fastball, he's fast. I was watching him round first, going into second. Thought he was going to go third. He had that base. Pitches on the inside corner for a strike. Call.
Your big thing is just knowing, like, hey, if it was a good hit.
Pounded foul. First base side.
Just remember, you got to let.
The count is now, I think it's 2-2 to Jimmy Tooley. See if I get corrected by the home plate umpire. And the pitch. High for a ball. Runner at third base in Callan Fang with nobody out. Jimmy Tooley at the plate. Again at a Hatboro Horsham High School. Ball pounded foul again. Just a pitch. High for a ball. It's ball 4. He walked Tooley. Tooley earns a walk to first. So runners at the corners in Fang and Tooley. I assume Tooley might be coming back to work behind the dish. Actually, no, this is the bottom half of the inning. So just getting an extra special pinch runner out for him.
He might be getting loose to throw. He does pitch. He does pitch, Al. He pitches.
He pitches. Well, he pitches.
And if your hearing aid from Miracle Air was actually working, you would actually hear that Jimmy Goulden was giving you the answer to your question. But just like your wife says, you don't really listen to anybody but yourself.
What'd you say?
Exactly.
Getting runners at the corners. Nobody out. Here in top, bottom of the seventh, I should say. Just fouled straight back. Out of play. Griggs faces Alex Martin.
Mentioned Martin's going to be going to Chestertown next year. Be a part of Goose Nation. The Shoreman, Coach Beddick.
There goes the runner. Here's the throw. Not in time as Fang takes advantage of the throw down and scores. Count now even at 2-2 to Martin. Breaking ball in the dirt. Hard ground ball. Oh, tough hop. As it gets over to third baseman's head. And here comes Haggerty to score. As team baseball Torresani takes a 5-4 lead. Again, we're working on a scoreboard. Now stepped to the plate is number 8, Joe Limongelli out of Pennsbury High School. First pitch to him is low for a ball.
Yeah, I think Sims is paying attention to what's going on with Martin behind him, so he wants to talk to Griggs, make sure they got a game plan to try to keep the runner in check. Don't want him to run free. More importantly, you don't want him to take a free base going from second to third because maybe not giving him the attention that he needs to be.
There's the pitch, Limongelli, high for a ball.
Matter of fact, we'll keep an eye on Martin out there.
My favorite Martin. Taking his lead to second base. Pitches in dirt. And Martin will move up to third.
Well, nothing wrong with some good old-fashioned heads-up base running. Good read on the ball, sees that it's down in the dirt, and takes the free pass. And the breeze is kicking up.
Our ground ball down the third base side. What a grab by Isaac. Here's the throw. And they get him at home.
So
Nice play. Woo, slick fielding.
Let's watch the heads-up play here by these guys. So get them stepping into the box a little bit. We probably ran it a little bit too long for 10 seconds as it's in slow motion, but you'll get we'll get there eventually. So, hey,
Ground ball.
well, didn't have the clip that we were looking for, but we're working on it. Oh, here we go. Good heads-up play, good catch, good tag, and calls him out, but maybe it was a phantom tag. Anyway, back to live action.
Back to live action.
Back to.
I believe that is John Pinchotti. Here's another opportunity for Isaac. Here's the throw. Great pick over there by, I think it's Blake, right? If I remember his name. No, Lucas. Robert Lucas. Nice job fielding his position. Pick up his fellow player in Darius Isaac, who's moved over to third base from second base.
You get Captain America.
Matthew Edwards. First pitch to him is low in the dirt for a ball. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th inning. On a very fall-like October Saturday morning.
So Edwards, RBI shot here. I'm going to call it. I see him going out the right center field.
Ball fouled straight back.
Kid's got a really nice frame. Plays the corner over there at first base. And I'll tell you, he's going to be a good addition to a program because he gets so many things done in so many different ways. He hits for power. He can hit for contact. He's patient in his approach. We've seen what he's done defensively. Even when the ball carries himself off the bag, he sticks with it. You know, he's got great insight and understanding of exactly where he's standing at all times, and that's plus, especially for a right-handed first baseman.
Pitch is called a strike. Snap throw to second. And I believe that must have been the third strike. Or no, I guess it was. So that should be the ball game. Looking to see if there's any movement in the dugouts.
See that
I believe
last.
that is.
Let's see if we can see that last play since we're trying out our instant replay system here.
Yeah, you look great.
Yeah, thanks, man. Look at me, leaning.
Strike
Good
three call.
snap throw.
It
Yeah,
was a real nice snap throw, but called
Yeah.
out on the third strike, and that will end game number 1 here at the Grange. We'll be back after a short break for game number 2. Short few.